dragon. Got a bird and a dragon, just like that. Thank you. Chip in Florida just sent me the identical video. All right, welcome back everyone. Robert at Custodian File. Today is 7/31/25. Let's just jump right on in here. It's self-explanatory. Black Hawk flies in. Look at this. Got a bird in the picture. Then we got a dragon coming in. This is at 3%. Everything came together. We got a Black Hawk, a bird. Here we go. There's the bird again, just cruising at 3%. Looks like a bird, got wings like a bird, really easy. Watch the right side of the screen as this dragon is just, there he goes. He's coming off a roof. He's coming off the roof right there in the bottom right corner. He's booking it. As simple as that. That's what they do. These small UAP fast movers. They're all over the planet. They're easy to record. Anyone can record them. Just Marina Del Rey is infested. We have no clue why. Believe me, the government spent $100 million trying to answer that. If they know, they're not telling us. I don't think they know, though. I think they did what they could. But the point is, they're all over the world. Anyone could do this. You see a helicopter, hold your phone sideways, landscape, zoom in 20%, record for 30 seconds. Look for a dot. That's how fast it will be. It'll just be one dot. The human eye will not track it. You'll only see one dot in the center. You go back, you watch, press pause, slow it down. You can send it to me if you want me to edit. custodianfile@gmail. These fast movers are all over the world. They're at air shows. They're extremely predictable. I'm going to start a new format here called the countdown videos because they're so predictable. Not only where I know they can be baited, but more or less I know when they will fly by. At least in Marina Del Rey, I could do a countdown. So I'm going to start showing you those just to really emphasize the predictability of this science. It's not for any unscientific reasons, not to show off or pride or arrogance, just that these things are just too very predictable. And you'll see with my countdown videos that I'm usually within 5 seconds or less. Okay, this is Robert at Custodian File. Let's go to the next video.
Hey, band.
There it is, there it is.
Hey, band.
There it is, there it is. All right, look at this, everyone. July 24, LAPD police, same spot, same location, getting tagged, triggering a K-band. You know, the car radar detector, it can detect X and K-band spectrum. So I have two of those attached to my camera. I'm using a Panasonic X1000 4K 60 frames tripod with an attached 14-inch 4K monitor light box with two car detectors. And I also record through my glass door, which is polarized. So when the weather is really bad, I can still see 50% better. So this is repeating every 30 minutes. Marina Del Rey, the police, the Black Hawks, the fire department, and these small UAPs are coming in, evidently scanning, reconning, surveilling, probes, whatever you want to call it. 8% of the time they do trigger the X or K band spectrum. If you've been watching the channel, you know by now kind of what's going on. If you're new, I don't know how to bring you up to date really quickly, other than it's kind of easy. This is just simply, I guess, super advanced arithmetic. It does not get any harder than that. Just maybe 10 new concepts going on, and then it repeats and repeats and repeats. Marina Del Rey, now these small fast movers, 8 years ago I thought they were bugs, I thought they were dragonflies, so I still call them dragons, but they're not bugs or birds. And what I'm now doing, I'm changing the format, and because I know basically when they're going to fly, because they fly by aircraft over the same airspace, I'm going to start doing a countdown on the videos. And most of the countdowns you'll see are within 5 seconds accurate. So I'm predicting where these UAPs will fly by within 5 seconds. I apologize if some of them go to 8 seconds or 10 seconds, but the majority will be under 5-second countdown videos. Just stepping up my game here, trying to show you the best, most advanced UAP videos out there. I know there's a lot you could be watching. And I still watch other channels, and that's how I get a variety of new knowledge. But this is, in my opinion, the most advanced, cutting edge. Yeah, 8 years ago, summer 2017, the Coast Guard and Navy Blackhawks invaded Marina Del Rey, and that's how I put one and one together, and that's how I figured out these things were here. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, subscribe, comment, like. I do need your support. custodianfile@gmail. If you have your own UAP fast-moving videos. Let's go to the next, because I've got a lot of new stuff. I just learned something new, and I want to post that new pictures of it. Let's keep going. Okay, super, everyone here. Let me just check this out. I just learned about this 30 minutes ago. One of the viewers, David, thank you very much for bringing this to my attention. So I'm trying to learn as much as I can about this. This NASA engineer, retired, and he does this podcast, and you may want to Google this guy's name, Richard's name. He's saying, hey, we're investigating these very tiny objects. He's being extremely vague, extremely. However, knowing what you know now, knowing what you know about dragons, you can kind of see he's dancing around the description of dragons. So we've taken these small, tiny objects. Some of them work, some of them are broken. They seem to self-repair. We expose them to 3,000 degrees. The mass increases. We take away the heat. The mass decreases. I mean, we kind of talked about this in the earlier videos. It's one of these things where nobody really is brave enough to step up and say, this is what I think is going on, other than myself. But this is what I think is going on. I think he's talking about these. He's saying there's trillions of small particles on planet Earth, these objects, nano objects. Now, when he says small, he's being very vague about small, but some of these things are they've been, you could say they were small as a grape, but generally like the size of a 1 inch oval. We just don't know. I mean, I'm doing my best to be forthcoming and candid and transparent. So some of you love to do research. Research this guy. This guy talking about dragons here. I really want to get to the bottom of this. There's a forum on Reddit. I ran this through AI real quick. AI says this guy's being extremely vague. He's not saying anything other than they're very small, unknown, and there's trillions of them. So let's read between the lines. Help me read between the lines. Let's just figure this out. That's the whole purpose of this channel. We're going to figure this out. NASA knows a lot more. Pentagon knows a lot more. I'm going to do my best to give you the cutting edge 411 on this. Okay, if you have any questions, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let's go to the next.
Kill the mosquito.
3, 2, there it is. There, we got one more on top. We'll follow it for a few more seconds. Okay. Oh, look at that. Okay, everyone, thank you. All right, here's my new format of the countdown. Same location, Marina Del Rey, same helicopters, same airspace in the sky. And I've always said that they're always tagging the same spot in the sky, but I say, you know what, why not? Why don't I just do a countdown, really to emphasize, when I say predictable and datable, what I mean, to give you a perspective. So yeah, so I mean, look at this. Look how close he came to the chopper. Geez, what a show off. Does a U-turn. Look at it, zigzagging all over the sky, this dragon. So I'm doing a countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And sure enough, yeah, so I've in the last 7 days, I must have made 10 new videos like this, burning the hours, just it's a little bit of a process to edit, but I make it look easy, but it is what it is. Like I said, we got to get the information out. You and I have to make disclosure happen. It's not like anyone's coming to our rescue. I hope so. But in the meantime, you know what? We're just going to rescue each other. We're going to document this. We're going to record this ourselves. Keep recording helicopters, this format. Landscape. Zoom in 20%. Record for 30 seconds. Look for a dot. Blue skies work best, but I have to take what I get here. I got this gray background. Dragons can hide in the gray background, and that's all right, though. I've got so many to choose from. This one came a lot closer to the video. You can kind of see the wing propulsion action, the plasma, tiny lightning jets, electrons. I know a lot of you are really nervous. You say, how do you know that, Robert? You shouldn't make statements like that. You know what? They're not running on gasoline, kerosene, diesel, candle wax, rubber bands. Electricity is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is universal throughout the universe. Maybe in other dimensions too, kinetic energy. So it is what it is. You got kinetic energy, you got electricity. And they've got it figured out, and we need to get their hands on that playbook. We need this technology. So if they introduce themselves, they're not going to give us the book. We're going to have to politely ask, page by page. It may take, maybe they'll give us 1 page a month. But whatever it is, we got to get started, because we're like nowhere right now. We're stuck in the sand. We're in a sand pit here, a tar pit. We need that information. As simple as that. I know NASA wants it, the Pentagon wants it. Well, people want it. People of Earth want it. We want a better life. We want an easier life. Advanced technology makes our life easier, more convenient. We're entitled to this technology just as much as NASA is. So bring it. Come on. Let's make disclosure happen. Okay, if you have your own video, please remember, send it off to me, custodianfile@gmail. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I do want to hear from you. I got a lot more countdown videos coming. You're going to be seeing a lot more soon. Thank you for watching. Take care.